Nick Wilson with Dan Brownlie after the win at home in the Cup. And Dan, we're into another final now. Happy with what you saw tonight?
Yeah, massively. I think we probably made the last maybe 10-15 minutes probably more complicated than it should have been. But that's vital experience for the young lads. You know, we had a semi-experienced team to start with, but we finished with I think 5-6 academy boys on the pitch. And for them to experience that, dig in, know how to hold on to a game is brilliant. So we've ticked off an awful lot of what we wanted to get out tonight, but the main thing was winning the game and getting to the final. Like this club hasn't been in enough finals in recent years. It's certainly in my history, but also going back 10-15 years, it's been too few and far between. So we want to get into the habit of making this a club that gets into finals and is challenging for leagues and challenging for playoff positions and all that stuff. So it's another tick in a very good catalogue that has been this year.
And you mentioned the young players coming through. We've got another glimpse of the future for Basingstoke there. What were your take on their performances?
Oh, fantastic. I thought Prince particularly played incredibly well this evening, and fans would be forgiven for not knowing too much about him, but he's not naturally left-footed. He's a right back by trade. So for him to go in to make his debut in this kind of in this game, in a semi-final, an important fixture, for him to put on the display he did was brilliant. Obviously he's blown up in the last few minutes with cramp, but he's kind of expected to do that, be at his age. But at 16 years old, what a fantastic performance. And it's the same with all of them. Ben Hopkins making his debut today, Jake and Peart coming on, Ethan Abrahart again, another assured performance, and Jasper up top. Even young Joel Halliday getting an outfield shirt, made his debut from a playing perspective. So yeah, there's an awful lot to like, and I've banged on about my pride of what the academy do and continue to do, and it is a glimpse into the future, and hopefully those players particularly can get more opportunities in the not too distant.
Louis Payne came back again after several months out. How good was he, just stepping straight in?
Honest to God, that guy, unbelievable. Like, what a performance, you know. Like there's coming back into a game, and there's almost controlling it from a centre half position. Like again, our supporters would probably recognise him more as a midfielder, but when we signed him, we knew that we were getting a very good centre half and also a very good central midfielder. But to do that after like 7-8 months out is just incredible. You know, he was everywhere. His fitness was fantastic. His passing range, his ability on the ball, turning, first touch. He's a really classy guy, Louise. And the fact that we've now, I mean, based on that, I mean, we've got him. You know, like we've got him for the run-in. So whether he's involved on Saturday, probably too early to tell. But to be able to call on his ability is magnificent. But the way he performed today was just superb. Like, he's a great player to have, and it almost feels like a new signing at this stage of the season. So yeah, very, very pleased.
Is it unexpected then to have him back for these last few games?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, we kind of wrote off Louise's season based on his own kind of judgment, and we've not rushed him back. He's done some work locally to himself in Reading, and he's played a couple of six-side competitions, and you know, just to kind of test it and see how it is. But again, there's that level, and then there's coming to a game like this and displaying what he did in that way, and arguably one of the best players on the park tonight. So no, there wasn't any real expectation to have him. So the fact that we have is incredible. And again, the games we've got. Obviously, we've got Portchester next week in another important Cups quarter final. That one, where he'll probably likely play again, and then from then on, who knows? Like, you could see him in a league game.
And I think I've been told that there was 385 people here tonight for this kind of competition. What does that mean for you and the players to have this kind of support?
It's just, honestly, it's that level of support for this game. I think we played in the same time last year, and I think we maybe got, I don't know, 100 through the door. But again, it's testament to what the club's doing. You know, we're doing good things at the moment, and people want to come and watch us and want to support us. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I'd argue that's probably the biggest gate this competition's probably ever had. It was certainly in recent years. I think that's probably more than we had at the Cup Final last year. So really proud of the support, proud of our fans, and also obviously all sort of contributed to that number as well. And it was a really good, honest tie. But hopefully the supporters have enjoyed seeing the experienced boys and people coming back from injury and people that haven't had a lot of game time recently, but also hopefully the future. Yeah, really proud of the club today for every component, from fans to players to the fact that we're in another final. Brilliant.
And you were disappointed with the performance in the final last season. Do you see it as a bit unfinished business in that sense going into it this year?
Yeah, look, if you get to a final, you want to win it, and not only do you want to win it, you want to play well. And the timing of this competition usually means it's the last game of the season, and for that, it's another opportunity for the boys to get together. It's another opportunity to hopefully lift a piece of silverware, and that's not anticipating that we're going to do that. We're going to work hard to overcome a good Romsey team. But yeah, for that, it's brilliant, and it's another away day for our supporters. And God knows the crap, excuse my French, that we've been through over the course of 4 or 5 years with the Camrose saga and all that stuff. For us to start becoming a club, as I've said before, that gets in line with cup finals is great. So we're proud to be able to offer that kind of escapism and that date in the calendar that they can all look forward to. And but for the time being, it's now all eyes on Saturday.
Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers.
Thank you.